Day 6. Woo! Time is flying, right? Whew! It feels good, doesn't it? It feels good to have all these different ways to bring yourself into this really ecstatic state so that you are a walking, talking temple of bliss, if you will. Okay, so today we're going to talk about incantations. You may know them as affirmations. So these are really said in the present as though you've achieved what you want already, even if it hasn't physicalized. So for me, I'm hot and I'm sexy. Even though I still have more weight to lose, I am absolutely in the present state because remember the brain, the mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's not. Remember when we did the thing with the lime? It just doesn't know the difference between those two things. So the more that I am realizing there is no timeline, we're only in the present. And if I'm experiencing myself as hot and sexy, I am hot and sexy, period. End of story, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to say things based on what we want, based on internally what we want, not the superficial. Well, you know what? It's okay. If it's the new car, you want the new house, that's fine. And I am going to invite you to go even deeper with what you want in terms of shifts, major shifts in your life. So if it's abundance, the conversations around abundance, just really get into, how is it in the past that I have not chosen to be abundant? What are those stories, those beliefs, those thoughts? How have I been acting? What are the results? And shifting those. Right now, we're going to add one more thing, which is that affirmation as though it's already happened. So we're not in a place of, it hasn't happened for me. No, it's already happened. So that's the good news. And again, as we practice that day after day after day, guess what? That becomes the habit. That becomes the thing. The brain doesn't know the difference between the two and it doesn't understand time. So if I command it to and commit to shifting radically right here, right now, that's what I get. Those will be the results that I get. So this is a time to speak what you imagine, because like I said, brain doesn't know the difference. So yay, you make the imaginary real. You realize what it is that you want right here, right now. And the more excitement that you have and the stronger your belief becomes, you will achieve what you desire because it becomes attracted to you, right? So we're electromagnetic. We've talked about that before. So the more I'm electrified, the more excited I am. Not like, oh yeah, I've lost 10 pounds. Oh yeah, I got that car. No, it's like, oh my God, crazy excitement. The more excited I am, the more universe brings it to me, and it brings it to me faster. So if I'm Eeyore, forget about it. If I'm, Winnie the Pooh, or I'm Tigger, I'm super excited. I'm bouncing up and down. It is electrifying. And then it's magnetic and the things will come to you faster. Isn't that what we want? Yeah, that's exactly what we want. And that's what you deserve. You're worthy, you deserve, you get. So the other thing, so I'm excited and my belief is becoming stronger and stronger on a daily basis as I practice this more and more. And again, your subconscious is going to, this is what your subconscious does. It's going to look for the match between your dream and your realization, because its job is to bring it to you faster. It's to bypass the old mindset and to just really like bring it to you. So the more that we are looking for examples of matching the things that we truly want, not thinking what we can't have, but really focused on what we can have, watch what happens. It's crazy. You guys are going to be like, oh my gosh. And in terms of what difference that is going to make in your life, even if you've done this in the past, come with a new energy, a new acceptance, a new curiosity, a new exploration, like a kid, like a little kid. If you were a kid and you said, you looked at a bicycle online and you just were like, I want that. And now you're super excited and you're stoked and you've been raising money, right? Maybe doing your chores or a lemonade stand or whatever it is a little kid would do. Boom, it happens. And so that's what you want, is that curiosity, that fun, wonder, not disappointment, not attached to the results. Okay. You're just enjoying the feeling of having what it is that you say that you want. And it's interesting because you may discover, wow, I don't really want that. I want this. And that's great too. So use that as an exploration and enjoy what you have right here, right now. Whether it's physically manifested or not, doesn't matter. You're just enjoying the imagination of having it, physicalizing it, bringing it to you. And so you're really loving the journey. The more you enjoy the journey, do you get you get that it becomes easier and easier and easier and more fun? Because let's say that you said, I want to travel to Europe right now. And as I'm recording this, the COVID thing is happening. So you wouldn't be able to if you were coming from the States. So what you want to do is just imagine that trip, feel it. So you're using all your senses. You can smell the food in Italy. You can see the sights. You can smell, you can taste. And as you're living it, and your imagination is more absorbing that feeling, that possibility, you're looking at pictures, you're, smelling the smell. You might make some Italian food, for instance, if it was Italy that you wanted to go to. You will be able to transport yourself and time travel anywhere you want at any point. It doesn't, at a certain point, it doesn't matter about the physicalization of it, literally going there and traveling there, because guess what? You get to have what it is that you want on a daily basis. Using your imagination, your subconscious starts looking to match with those opportunities. Suddenly, for instance, let's say that you were saving up to go to Europe, money appears from nowhere. Like yesterday, a check literally came for over $12,000 to me. And another check for almost $500 came to me. I wasn't expecting it. It's just that I'm really open to receive so much abundance that it comes without me having to work for it. Because part of my mindset has been, I don't need to work hard for it. I don't need to know how it's going to happen. I just know that it's going to happen. I trust that. I surrender into that. And I'm excited about it. And it's fun. It's fun because as I'm recording this today, I just bought an ATV. It's coming tomorrow. And what fun to be in the snow. It has a snow plow, so I can do snow plowing. It's got like a little dump truck thing, so I can, get some gravel. I can get logs. I have some Airbnbs. I can go down and bring them the propane tanks without schlepping it. So many different things. I get to go down to the river and bring some friends down to the river and, just bring some kayaks and get it. So you can hear the excitement and it's so fun. And it just came from nowhere. It was just me saying, wow, it'd be so cool to have an ATV. One appeared in my little town. I test drove it, loved it. And voila, and had the money and was able to pay him cash. So that's what I want for you. And as we do that more and more on a daily basis, and we've got that gratitude, the feeling of being thankful and walking in peace and having our music and having our community and having a beautiful sense of self and doing our happy dance, you get that we're bringing our energy, we're bringing our vibration up. Everything in the world, everything in the universe, the metaverse is made of vibrations, frequencies. So we are the frequency of angels. We are the frequency of happiness. We are the frequency of love. We are the frequency of, I get to have what I want. I am worthy. I'm deserving. If you see how different that is, how mind-blowingly different that is, how heart-opening that is. And that's what we want to do, is open our heart more and more on a daily basis. And again, have this practice. And you guys, don't feel like, oh no, only 21 days. No, you get to savor and continue and go for this on a daily basis. You can go back through anything, any lesson. So let's give you a bonus activity, since I just said savoring. So we're going to choose something to savor daily. Just something to really feel good about. And that could be a meal, that could be a great conversation, that could be a walk, that could just anything that you enjoy, anything you've enjoyed, something really fun, something memorable. Again, we're in the now. I get that. We're all in the now. And we know that there's two timelines, and one timeline can take us into a sad, depressed place, and the other one can take you into a savoring, woohoo, excited place. And that's what we're going for, is the savoring, right? So here's how to savor moments in your life, to share okay, so let's go through a few things. We could share an experience with friends. We could call them, we could text them, we could email them, we could do a Facebook Live, like, oh my gosh, I just had this incredible moment. We could bring a souvenir from somewhere. We could get a photo. We could look at our photos of that activity or a variety of activities. We could, again, make sure to stay in the present, right? We're in the present right now, and we're enjoying right here, right now. Even though we may have experienced something a long time ago, we're experiencing right now this feeling of, oh my gosh, this is fun. I just looked at a wedding, a bunch of books of from our wedding, and savored those moments and got right back into that place in my present as I've grown, because it's 16 years ago now from that book, and just feeling love and joy and recommitment all over again. And that's just juicy, right? It's nourishing, it's juicy. That's what we're looking for, is a juicy, nourishing, happy, fun, fulfilling life. And so as we savor those moments, that just feels good. And again, we can write it in our journal because we're able to feel gratitude and add that to our journal of what we savor. Every night you just make a note of what it is that you savor. What was it? And you can make a list again in your notebook, use your notes app on your phone, maybe your calendar, again, whatever works for you. This is for you to savor. And when you do write those things down at the end of the day, just be sure to take a moment to really just remember that activity, remember it. Because again, what we're wanting to do is retrain our minds, train our brains, so that instead of it looking for past experiences that were not happy, that were sad or depressing, it now is being trained to look for expansive feelings, thoughts, emotions, behaviors, so that again, we are just, we're becoming do you get it? We're becoming a brand new person. That's literally what we're doing. We are becoming a brand new person. And it's so joyful. And I'm feeling grateful, I'm feeling vulnerable, and I'm feeling excited for you, and I'm feeling happy for you. So enjoy today. Day 7. Woohoo! So today we're going through meditation. We're going to just meditate. Now, some of you may be like, wow, I meditate every day. That's great. That sounds good. And others of you may be like, wow, my monkey mind will not let me meditate. I tried that and that doesn't work. Right here, right now, because we're curious and we're kids again and we're doing brand new things. Every day, I'm going to ask you to take 10 minutes to meditate. 10 minutes, that's it. 10 minutes. And if you say to me, I don't have the time, I'm going to say, bullshit. I call you on it. Bullshit. You always have time. You have time for yourself to find that inner peace. And that is the reason why we're doing this on a daily basis, is because whatever is going on in your life, you can always go into that quiet space, that happy, quiet space of loving yourself, where you're simply just stopping the mind, stopping the flow of angry, pissed off mind, whatever, bullying mind. And so, you can get Headspace, which is an app. It's going to take you through very simple meditations. It'll actually take you through, I think, like a month worth of meditations if you sign up for that, just on a daily basis, so that you can just start there at least. And then as you like it more and more, you're going to want to listen to meditations as you go to bed, because again, what are we doing? We're shifting our consciousness really from a deep place. And maybe it's a place that we haven't gone to in the longest time. So we get to really show up differently. And to show up differently means stop the monkey mind, stop the bully inside, go into a peaceful place, go into meditation, go into love, go into gratitude, go into that music, that beautiful music. So what we are going to do, a very simple way to meditate, if you're like, it's so hard to stop my mind, is just do this: in, out. So as I inhale through my nose and I exhale through my mouth, I inhale through my, whatever that is, my nose, and I exhale through my mouth. I can be laying down, I can be sitting up, I can do a walking meditation. It doesn't matter to me. I just want you to have something really simple. And let's face it, we breathe anyway, so we might as well just be conscious and aware of our breath and then get into that meditative state. So, and it really, really will help you stay in the now, because all you are is just focused on your breath. You're not thinking of other things. If you do start thinking of other things, just go back into in, out, and vocalize it. In, out, in, out, in, out, until you don't need to do that anymore. So again, we're going to either close our eyes or keep them open. We're going to sit, we're going to stand, we're going to walk, we're going to lay down. I don't care. You're going to do whatever makes you feel good. This isn't about what am I going to have for dinner. If that shows up, don't be mad at yourself. Just simply lovingly, again, that inner, reparenting yourself to just come back, sweetheart, into in, out, okay? Remember, we think 60,000 thoughts a day, and typically without doing this kind of a practice, our mind goes into negative. That's not working for you, which is why we're going to retrain our thoughts into this really positive, beautiful place of meditation, of prayer, of kindness. Okay, so our routine, yay for the routine. What are we going to do? Are you starting to memorize it? It's okay if you're not, that's okay. One, we're going to write 10 things that we appreciate. 10 things can be really small, really big, just write them down. So again, we've got this ever growing list of things that we're grateful for. By now, we'd have at least 70 things, at least 70, which is great to be opening your journal or going onto an app or whatever it is that you're using and just, whew, you are grateful. So great way to even start your meditation is from a place of gratitude. Whenever you're on a call, whenever you desire something, want something, it's just feeling that gratitude first. So that's our first thing. Then we're going to listen to our favorite song, add it to our playlist. We are going to affirm ourselves in the mirror, how sexy and hot and awesome and beautiful and smart we are. Then we're going to give ourselves that crazy joy boost. So we got that going on. We're going to reinforce our happy anchor. So again, if you really have been anchoring and you're pretty new to it, so go ahead and anchor the same thing that you came up with in the beginning until truly there is no sad thought, that those thoughts don't come up anymore. Those memories don't show up anymore. All you are is right here, right now, anchored into a great way of being so that you can shift dramatically without effort. It's with ease and grace. How cool is that? Okay, so then we're going to do our incantations, which is our affirmations, as though they've already happened. We're completely in the present moment. They have already occurred for you. Okay, our challenge today is to find a meditation that you like. And I would try a Headspace. Real simple. It's even on Netflix, I think. Yeah, but you know, having that app so that on a daily basis you have no excuse. Then after a while, you may even come up with your own meditations. I've started to record some for myself. So that I again am retraining my subconscious. And what happens is I'm sleeping if I do when I do my meditation, my recording is that it doesn't go through the blocks of thoughts of like, well, that isn't true, or that can't be for you, or you're not good. None of that. It's just going and again retraining. So make sure to go for that. That is your challenge. And you know, our next class is going to be class 8. We're going to talk about a happy mind, your happy mind. And we're going to give you lots of ways to be happy so you can practice for a week and just add to what you've learned this week. And one of the things we're going to talk about in practice is forgiveness. And that, my friends, whew, talk about life-changing. Yeah, it is. So go ahead and remember, you know, connect in the group and just talk about what's going on for you and what you're experiencing and, you know, like that, so that we as a community and that community will continue to grow as more people share about this happiness workshop, like you're going to share with your friends, right? So it'll grow and it'll grow and it'll grow. And I'm really appreciative for that because why not? I mean, I would love, yeah, you know what? Helping 1 million people be happier is a beautiful goal. Maybe it's too small. So I'll ask consciousness if I need to expand that, but I'll be able to do that with your help. And as we grow a community, then you'll be able to help and support other people on their journey. And yay, happy life.